Yo, what's up guys, Mark from Wandering Souls back at you with a new video. Today we're gonna talk about music, of course. Let's turn the music a bit down. Was a bit louder than I expected. Yeah, another video. I got all formats today. I got CDs, I got tapes, and I got a record to show. So there's a lot of to talk about. So I don't want to stretch it too long per album, just to keep the pace a bit going. Otherwise the video will be an hour long, and then that's not what you want probably. So kampai. So let's start with the CDs first. The first one is a band from Poland, and that's the one that's spinning in the back right now. This is a black metal band from Krakow. This is Cursebinder with their debut album Drifting from 2023. They released an EP and a couple of singles a couple of years prior to that, and finally they released an album as a 4-piece. There are two members in from the death metal band Dormant Ordeal. If you don't know, if you guys know that band, but there are two members from that on this album. 2023 album released on Avant-Garde Music. Really nice black metal, as you guys can hear, nicely produced. Yeah, some interesting stuff. I have to be honest that I have to listen a bit more to it yet, but so far I really enjoyed this. My second spin for this album. I have it in for a while, but yeah, there's so much stuff to go through that I don't come around to it. Actually, I picked this up really cheap, and I'm glad I did. It sounds so far what I got in here for the second listen really nice. Some technicality here, you know, there going on, some interesting ideas in the riffs, and here and there nice atmospheric parts. It's a really nice diverse album. Groundbreaking, no, but that's not always have to be groundbreaking, I think. So far sounds good, production is good. Comparisons, I don't know what to compare it to actually. It's definitely has here and there some Scandinavian things in there, of course, but overall it sounds really European widespread sound. Yeah, really nice album. I really dig the artwork. Really nice color scheme there going on. Here's the band. See these fours in the player so I can show you. But really nice, interesting bands. Cursebinder. If you are familiar with them, go check them out. Yeah, nice band. Definitely nice. Get to know for a couple of bucks. I thought, you know. Interesting. Actually kind of blind buy. Actually, I don't do that a lot lately anymore because the collection is growing really big, and yeah, I had to cut it down a bit. I'm currently in the middle of reorganizing stuff to get more space, and but we'll see. Cursebinder. Next up is the reissue from Dark Funeral's first EP. Self-titled one, later reissued as In Designer Horns, and this is again another reissue for the 30th anniversary. So they have the first the song of the 1994 EP, the regular, and they re-recorded the whole EP again with the new lineup. So yeah, really nice re-recording, I have to say. I have to be honest, I would prefer the early incarnation of this EP, but the new sounds pretty decent. It definitely has that atmosphere as well, but the sounds a bit better produced, of course. And yeah, the songs on itself are great songs. Open the Gate, Shadows Over Transylvania, My Dark Desires, and In the Sign of the Horns. Fantastic songs. I think a couple of these songs also appeared on the debut album Secrets of the Black Arts, which is one of my favorite albums from the band. But this is a nice reissue done by Century Media, so you get 8 tracks. Yeah, 4 doubles, but yeah, different versions, so to speak. Really nice packaging, nice CD. Now the band picture. And it's really nice that they kept the original pictures in here as well from the original lineup. And this is a picture from, might be saying, I don't know. Let's see if there's more into it. If I can get the booklet out, that is. Modern day booklets. You guys know the story, how I think about these new jewel cases. They're fucking annoying. So this is of course the recordings where it all began for the band, the early recordings. So you get a lot of old pictures from the era there, and there are the lyrics in there, of course. So it's really taken care of, reissue, nice pictures in the booklet. Yeah, I have to say it's very different lineup. Of course, there's only one member left from the original lineup, and of course it's also kind of a bit a tribute to Black Moon, who of course passed away years ago. 2013 already. Wow, it's 11 years ago already. Yeah, the new lineup, of course, 5-piece, but only Lord Ahriman is, of course, the original member, and the rest is all newer, appearing during the years. But yeah, nice re-recording. I like it. I prefer, like I said, I prefer the original, but it's definitely not bad. It has good sound. And some nice atmosphere to it as well, so it's not a really bad thing here going on. But so Dark Funeral with Dark Funeral. Nip of the coffee, 7 minutes in and only 2. Wow. Next up is the new album from Future Palace. Sorry, way different gear here. This is the band's 3rd album, post-hardcore band from Berlin, Germany. Follow up to their 2nd album, Run, from 2022, which is one of my favorites from that year. I really enjoyed the 2nd album. I like it way more than the 1st album. Not that the 1st album is bad, but I like the heavier sound they got with the 2nd album, and luckily they continue with that sound on this one. So that heavy guitars, the big contrast in the vocals, the nice female cleans, and her harsh vocal. Yeah, really great stuff. It has good moments. There's some electronics added to it as well. Here and there I got in 2 songs that also has some rap influences. Not that they're completely rap songs, don't worry, but it has that kind of a feel to some of the songs. But overall, it's with all those new elements and the old elements, it's a really nice, complete, modern sounding, post-hardcore, catchy kind of an album. Good choruses, and nice contrast in here as well. Good songs, well written. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, so this could be one of the albums that could appear in my year list. So that's how good it is. I keep on spinning this one. That's how good I think it is. Here's the band lineup, only 3 members, singer and 2 other members in the band here. Guitar player and drummer, I think. Here's the CD. And I think there's a booklet to it as well, so I'm going to show you that as well. That's the only easy thing from this, that the booklet comes easy out. Album cover, a bit different than the front cover, but hey. Really nice. A lot of pictures and lyrics and things like that. I love the female voice to the band. It's really nice, clean. I like her tone to her voice. She's really nice. Yeah, voice, and I like her aggressive, harsh vocals. Definitely the hardcore shouts. Let's see, her name is Maria Lessing vocals. Manuel Collet on guitar, and Johannes Vruchtenich, I think, yeah, Vruchtenich on drums. So, yeah, good stuff. Go check out this band if you don't know them yet. I discovered them, of course, through reaction videos with the previous album. My suggestion for Music Connects, I think, and yeah, fantastic. I kept on listening to them, and I was really stoked to hear they got a new album out. And finally, I have it in my collection, so really good stuff. Next up is the new one from a band that is long active, really long active. This is, of course, the new one from Nile. The Underworld awaits us all. Fantastic album. Definitely what you can expect from Nile. Heavy, fast, brutal, technical death metal. Multiple growlers in this one. Fantastic stuff. I really enjoyed listening to this. Really enjoyed listening to this first single when it came out. I listened to it. I thought, oh, that's the album I must have. I'm not going to pronounce the title from the single because it's freaking long. Yeah, that's the thing Nile sometimes does. But yeah, fantastic comeback. It took a while to release this album for the band, but they definitely worth owning. It's really good stuff. Yeah, what can I expect from Nile? You know, the Egyptian themed death metal, you always know, so that is also what this is. Nothing else to just dive into this album and enjoy it. Really nice booklet to it, of course, with all explanations of things what they always does with the lyrics next to it, and the explanation to the songs, what it is all about, and stories behind it. I really always enjoy reading that stuff from the band. They take well care of the Egyptian themed stuff, and they took a lot of effort to dive into that. Carl Sanders really loves that history piece of the world. So yeah, and a really thick booklet as well. Awesome stuff, great production on this one. I really enjoyed the production as well. Every instrument can be heard, and it also counts for all vocals. Yeah, there's a kind of dynamic in there because there are also some screams in here nowadays. So it's not only growling. So they try to mix it up here, and that's of course due to a new member in the band. But overall, really good album. Really enjoyed the artwork as well. Really fade into that dark, unknown world there. Good stuff. Really enjoyed this album. Underworld awaits us all by Nile. Go check it out. Next up is the new one from Spectral Wound, and this is called Songs of Blood and Mire or Mire. Fourth album from this Canadian band. Again, riffy, fast-paced. Canadian black metal, definitely sounds Canadian. The album surprisingly starts a bit slower, so they try to build it up, and then when their riffs come, it's one enjoyment of black metal fest here. It's awesome. Again, every album I enjoy a lot from this band, and again another year list candidate. Good album, definitely. If you're not familiar with this band yet, go check out this album or the older ones. All worth checking out. First album probably is my least favorite, but I got in there with their second album, which is phenomenal, and they keep on unleashing really good stuff. Not that the first album is bad; it's definitely in the same vein, but I thought the second one was a bit better. Awesome stuff, guys. Go check out this band if you haven't done so. If like you're a riffy atmospheric Canadian black metal, you can't go wrong here. Riffs for days and awesome stuff. Awesome bands. This is out on Profound Lore, so if you want to buy it, obtain it or whatever, it was definitely nice distribution, so you could get it in the US and Europe and stuff like that. So awesome stuff. Spectral Wound. Next up, a band from Wales, I think. This is Wood of Desolation with Towards the Depths. This is a nice Season Mystery issue. Band's first album from 2008. Yeah, band is definitely was trying to develop the sound in this era. It's a bit more raw than the later albums. It's definitely a bit more of a less post black metal than the later albums, but definitely has those elements, some melancholic riffs here and there. But overall, really nice piece of black metal. I prefer their second album, if I'm honest, but this one is definitely a banger. Like I said, it's a bit more than raw than second album, Torn Beyond Reason, I think it's called. But this definitely is a nice one to have. They have released 4 studio albums so far, and this is a long-running band as well. It's a one-man band, if I'm honest, or is it? This is a band this album has 2 band members. You see, guitars, bass, drums, and if vocals, bass. Okay. But yeah, an old recording, the most raw stuff from this band, but definitely worth checking out. This is a kind of simple reissue. It's a digipack with no real booklet or anything, just simple plain reissue, but it does the trick and has all the information you need. Most time booklets are a lot of times lyrics and things like that. But yeah, go check it out if you're not familiar with Woods of Desolation yet. Nice black metal. Like I said, the later album has a more post-melancholic edge to it than this one, but definitely this album has that as well, but not in that extent as for second and the third album. And the production is a bit more raw, so that's what you get on this one. Towards the Depths from Woods of Desolation. Next up, a band that is recently split up for a second time, last year I think. It's Holy Moses with Queen of Siam. It's the band's first album from 1986. Thrash metal, speed metal, that kind of stuff, deal with more raw vocals, almost growly. Surprisingly enough, the vocals are by a female, and that was not really in common back in the day. There were a couple of bands that had female singers, but not as raw, harsh as this girl was. Nice album. I haven't listened to it completely back in the day. It's been a while that I visited it and finally thought, well, I saw this nice reissue on High Roller Records. I thought let's buy it and dive a bit more into it. But it's definitely that 80s sounding thrashy metal. If you are into that, that's definitely your thing. Comes in a nice slipcase here. Kind of deal. So this album, this is really the front actually. This is so I like it that the slipcase is a bit different. A lot of times you see the reissues, the slipcase just the same as the album. Yeah, and then you sometimes wonder why is the slipcase needed. Here's the CD. Comes with a poster, so I'm just gonna fold out. It's a mini one, so it's not really big and it's only one-sided. And then there is a booklet, of course, and of course it has lyrics and pictures and things like that. If you know High Roller, then you know they took care of their stuff and had info and flyers and pictures and whatever they can find to upgrade the inside. It's kind of funny, Holy Moses with a female satanic voice. That's what it says here. Some people described it back in the day like that, so yeah. So that's Holy Moses, great stuff. German band, was on long running band in the 80s, early 90s, then split up in 94 and came back in 2000 and released a bunch of stuff as well. But sadly again they split up again, so yeah, you never know if there will be a comeback or not, but High Roller reissued a couple of albums by them, so if you can find them, you know, it's worth picking up if you like your freshy metal with a more harsher vocal. Holy Moses. Next up, Savage Grace with After the Fall from Grace, their second album, also 1986 I think. Heavy speed metal. I can't recall where this band is from, I think from the United States, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is a nice reissue done by Hammerheart Records and also came in a slipcase, and this slipcase is not really different than what's the album. Only thing is that there is no barcode and things on that on the slipcase. That's the big difference. Nice reissue, is a double disc set, so that's what they take in a good way, and they add a lot of bonus tracks. And they not put it on the regular album, so you get first on the first disc the regular album as it used to be, and the second disc is all bonus material. So if you only want to listen to the album and don't want to be bothered with the bonus tracks straight away, that's a nice ideal situation. Really nice, I like the album cover, I have to say, and that's also what intrigued me to buy this album. It's a band I not dive deep into. I know of their existence. I don't know if they're still active though. They only released 4 albums, 3, 4, I don't know exactly. But yeah, awesome stuff, guys. If you don't know this band, Savage Grace, go check them out. Really nice album. Next up, latest one from Caliban. I don't know if there's a newer one yet. This was released a couple of years ago, so there might be a new one coming or in the works or whatever. Metalcore bands. I have a couple of albums by them. I really enjoy them, and I really like this album as well. So it's really nice. It was cheap, so I thought I decided to pick it up. And I really like how house is on the rock, and the rock looks a bit like a skull, as you guys can see. You also can see the houses and city, I think it is. You can see it a bit as a crown, so that's really nice thought out artwork here. It's awesome. This album is called Dystopia, released on Century Media Records. It's some bigger label, so it's not that hard to get here. Really nice pot glass everywhere on the digipack. So yeah, really nice looking album. Music wise, I don't see many differences. So if you know the band, then you know what to expect. Nice artwork. I really enjoyed listening to this one, so I'm not complaining. 12 tracks, I think, so then you know what you get. Awesome, good to have, and for that price I think I paid $6 for it or something, so that's not really bad. For a nice sale deal, I think. So awesome. Caliban, Dystopia. Also picked up the newest Thulcandra from last year. on Napalm Records. This is Hail the Abyss. Melodic black death metal. If you like Dissection, this is just straightforward Dissection version. Well, of course there are more elements to it. It's not complete rip-off, but they pay homage to Dissection. Of course, I don't know what happened to Dissection, and these guys happen to fill the gap really nicely. I think it's the band's 5th album, if I'm not mistaken. Awesome stuff. Really enjoyed listening to them. Great melodies, great riffs, good songs. Band formed by one of the members from Obscura, I think. So quality musicians as well on this one. And you have to be if you want to play in that style as well. It's not easy to play, that's for sure. Awesome stuff, guys. Go check out this band. If you like Dissection and more bands in that ilk, then you must check out this band. Good stuff. Really enjoyed it. Nothing wrong with this one. Thulcandra from Germany. Great band. Last CD is Sorcier de Glaces with Sous Noire. An EP they released last year, I think, on Osmos. This is kind of a compilation of tracks from 2 splits they did. One with Monarch, and the other one escapes me actually a bit. I don't know if it's here. Not really. But there was another split they did, and that's the material what you get on this one. Really nice. There's also a Dark Throne cover on here, by the way, Blaze in the Northern Sky, if you want to know. But yeah, straight up Canadian black metal. Then you know what you get here. Good stuff. Sorcier de Glaces, definitely one of my favorite bands in that scene, so I had to pick this one up. I don't think I own both splits on other formats, so it was a nice deal to get both. Yeah, 2 members. Awesome band, guys. If you didn't know Sorcier de Glaces yet, go check it out. And really nice of Osmos to reissue this one. Yeah, really nice. It's a really nice piece of black metal here. That were the CDs for today. And then I ordered 2 cassettes at New Era Productions, 2 reissues. First one is In Battle with In Battle, self-titled one album from 1997, I think. Straight up Swedish, fast pumping black metal. If you like, you think like Martyr, Dark Funeral, that kind of stuff, kind of Norse core sounding black metal with some nice atmospheric riffs. Just def pumping riffs here, pumping tempos. This is what you get on this one. If you like those bands, then you know what to expect. This is the band's first album. The second album, Ridge of the Northmen, I think. Also really worth checking out. After that, they changed lineup a lot, and also sound. They got more death metal sound. The first 2 albums are definitely black metal, and actually that are the albums that are at for me. Not that I dislike the other albums, but it's a different band. I think the drummer is also passed away, so he was an important element in their sound. Yeah, good stuff. I also always enjoyed that album cover. Sadly, it's not printed in the whole image. It's kind of sad. They didn't want to stretch it out probably or something, but awesome stuff. I think Darkness Shall Rise has reissued this, label from Germany, originally released by Napalm Records back in the day. in 1997. Yes, it says here even. So I could have looked, but awesome band. I changed a lot, but I definitely want to have. I have the CD version of the second album, and now I have a tape version of the first one. Next band is another Swedish band. It's a Setherial with Hell Eternal. Third album, I think, 1999. Another Darkness Shall Rise reissue. Fantastic. And again, another great black metal album. Great stuff. I remembered hearing a song from this album for the first time on a compilation back in the day called Shadows Over the Throne, the song, and I really was blown away. If you like your Dark Funeral, this is definitely the thing you must like. That the kind of beginning sound of the band, Dark Funeral, that kind of rich, fast-paced music, then you enjoy this. Again, great, nice reissue with lyrics and everything in the J card. Another well taken care of reissue, both from 2024 I think, so it's easy to obtain, might be. Go check it out. Noire had copies left, so if you want to have it. And Darkness Shall Rise probably is also some copies from Germany, and I don't know if there's a US distribution or anything, but you have to check yourself. Most of the time there is, but just check it out, guys. Put two pieces of black metal here, and the last one is a record, and it's not black metal at all, it's totally different, and I like to switch up sometimes, you know, guys. I picked up there's third album I think from The Warning. This is called Error, second to last album on this band. Mexican hard rock, great album. Really enjoyed this album. Disciple, Choke, Animosity, Money, Evolve is great, Error is great, Kool-Aid Kids is on here, Brief is a bonus track on this one. Yeah, fantastic. Really love, finally have this album. This album I wanted to have for a while, and I found a vinyl copy on Discard for a reasonable price. Most of the time this goes over the top way too much. Some of them is not really weird, some of them are signed, this one not, I think. No, this one is not signed. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. It's a double disc set, and also comes with a booklet, so I'm going to show you that one first. And it folds out way big poster, really big. Ah, fuck, come on. Let's see. Very big. In the back there's lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah, awesome stuff. And the vinyl is in two colors. One is a clear vinyl here, or they say white. I don't know why that's white, it's just clear to me. And the other one is also colored. Let's get that one out. And this one comes on a nice blue vinyl, so that's awesome. So finally glad to have this. This is released in 2022 I think. Yeah, fantastic album, guys. Go check it out if you haven't heard this album yet, but you like their new stuff, then you definitely will like this one as well. Yeah, awesome, great album. So that's it, guys. This is finally my update. Hopefully it was not too long. I will try to name all the albums in the description if I'm not forgetting it. And yeah, hope to see you guys back soon with another video. Thank you for watching, really appreciate it, and see you guys next video. Cheers.